Their diarrhea. Diarrhea full of shit. Just put out on remember myself and I. No one else. Yo, I'm so legit. Got nothing to say, so I figured I'd say some shit. You know, I'm a YouTuber. It's stupid. It's really, really stupid. I legitimately don't have an answer. I don't know why. Because I'm weird, you know what I mean? When I get a new subscriber, it's like, God damn it! How the fuck did you find me? You know, and just whatever. And I don't know what the fuck, you know. Like I said, what the hell? Fuck. I don't care. You know what? You know. I didn't mention that, you know, but the stuff with the, you know, I was mentioning the president and the dude, Teddy Roosevelt, and then the other dude, and whatever else. Was there something else? I don't know. Oh, yeah. It had zombie in the title. Chainsaw Chuck and all that. I don't know. A couple days later, I get a. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This person's with the terrorist name. Their last name was Hussein. Okay. Is this just coincidence, or is somebody fucking with me, or you know, I don't know. I don't care. You know, like I said, what, fucko. Like I said, you know, you want to drive yourself crazy, or maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't drive you crazy. Maybe this is maybe that's cool. But you know, like I said, what's your end game? I don't think she has one. I think that's just what she does. I'm her, you know, she's not in love with me. She's in love with the idea of me. You know, it's just not practical, you know, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Okay. All right. Well, I can't tell her what to do. You know, bachelorette bitches, lurkers. Don't know. Don't care. But, yeah. They didn't have a picture or nothing like that, but, well. But, you know, I mean, shit, there was a time in my life where I thought I was going insane. So, like, way more than just, whoa, coincidence, you know, and like the bumper stickers and stuff. The YouTube thing could be somebody fucking with me, you know, but that's what, you know, people do. You know, just whatever their fucking pathetic little reasons, you know. Hey, okie doke. But, and I've never told anybody. I've talked about it before. That was really bad. That was the worst period of my life. I've never felt that way, so low and so dark and just so bad. And I think I already mentioned this, but it was like a physical, like, feeling of just like someone had a hold of your solar plexus all the time and was just yanking down on it, you know. And man, that's why I feel sorry for people who like have actual like clinical, like chronic depression and shit. Shit's fucking real, man. Your brain will betray you. Okay, you got to get past your brain. The brain is the circuit board that's running the show. So, you know, people, there's some miswires out there. And mine was a little different. But, and I couldn't tell anybody. Because they would have been like, okay, here's some pills to, you know, calm you the fuck down and keep you on the sane side of things. You know what I mean? I had to keep it all to myself. And I turned out terrific. Yeah. Fuck it. Anyway. And like I said, I'm glad I went through it. Because, woohoo. Damn. Everything's a blessing. Everything's a learning, experience. Everything's a teachable moment, so to speak. So, yeah, the men in black, they don't wear suits and sunglasses. They look like normal people. They blend in. Now, I don't know if they're government, people, earthlings, or if they're from outer space like me. But, don't know, don't care. It's not the place to know. Not curious. Like people who are into tarot cards and bundle baby and all that. It's like, are you for fucking real? Do you really believe in that shit? No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. Understand me. Yeah, man. So, you believe in that. So, why the fuck are you dabbling in it? You know what I mean? Huh? Got a screw loose, do you? Just, curiosity killed the bat, but satisfaction brought him back is only a clever saying that Grandpa Munster says. In real life, you got problems. And that's all I'm going to say. I've mentioned some shit before, and I'm just not in the mood to talk about it again. If there's any, online family and friends who are listening in, you probably know what I'm talking about. Something's out there. There's forces in this world that, people, you might go your whole life without experiencing it. But once you do, not to sound all woo-woo, but you can't go back through that door. You know what I mean? So, and, people like Bundle Baby and shit like that, it's like, ooh, wow, what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Something that is beyond my understanding. I don't want to know anything about it unless I have to, because that is not my wheelhouse. Why the fuck would I pursue something like that is so above and beyond my understanding? And you want to, fuck around with your spells and your pig blood and your candles and tarot cards and shit? Are you for fucking real? You understand what I'm saying? It's like, do you believe in that stuff? Because if you do, that should be your reason not to fuck with it. But I don't know. Humans. But I think a lot of it is it's the curiosity, the pull is too strong. So anyway. I will say this. I've experienced some shit. Every time I do this, I end up saying everything all over again. But I'm going to say this just because I feel like it. I was probably 16, 17 years old at the time. We had a Ouija board. Ooh, yeah, you know where I'm going with this, don't you? We don't have that anymore. I don't know what happened to it, but my mom and I busted out that game. She put her fingers on the giant guitar pick. I put my fingers on the guitar pick. And I think the question that she asked was, is there any spirits here? And the fucking thing started to move. And I took my fingers off the giant guitar pick. And I said, well, you're moving, whatever I said, you're moving it. No, I'm not. Well, you have to be, because I ain't moving it. It has got to be you. Maybe it's micro muscle movements, maybe the way it's set up, because you're supposed to just put your fingertips on it real light, right? I had no desire, and I wasn't like freaked out or anything, right? But it's like, okay, this is not interested. Maybe it's something just completely natural, like I said, some sort of, it's either you or me or the both of us, or maybe whatever it is. Don't know, don't care. Don't care to find out. Do not, so, I don't know, man. I guess I'm different, because I'm boring or whatever, just we're experiencing some supernatural shit here. I think we should stop, But, anyway. Oh, boy. Now I almost got to say this. Yep, I got to say it now. Apparently, when my mom and my aunt were kids, they did the Ouija board thing. And I didn't know this. I overheard it because apparently there was a movie that came out. My sister had some friends over. I was sitting in the corner, had on my fault, my friends in the world, and they were talking about it. And they were like, oh, well, I don't necessarily believe in it, but why fuck with it? Why chance it? And that is when I heard that when my mom and my aunt were kids, they had a Ouija board. And they asked it something, and it actually spelled out the words die, D-I-E, 3 times. Now, I'm not sure if it just did it on its own, or if they had the fingers on it, or whatever. You know who doesn't care to find out? Me. I'm just sitting there in the corner, got the lights off, thinking, shit, I did not know that. So, that's pretty hardcore. What? So, how do you like me now? You want to hang out? It's not like I'm cursed or anything. You good, right? I've never been better. Okay. And all the other shit I've said. This is what I always do. So now I got to say the rest of it. There's not much more. Shadow people. Woke up in the middle of the night, saw 3 shadows in my room. Hopped up so fast that my bedding actually exploded. So I'm on my feet now in the crouching tiger, hidden dragon stance. I had my arm out in front of me and stuff, and I'm like, whoa! And I started speaking gibberish. One might say tongues, whatever. It was gibberish, okay? I was speaking fast. And I was like, like that, right? And then they disappeared. They didn't have glowing eyes. They didn't disappear into a cloud of smoke. They didn't go up or down or anywhere. Just all of a sudden, they weren't there. There was 3 of them in the corner. So I don't know if that was a dream, but how I reacted was real because I was on my feet awake. So I put my bed back together because my pillow was 10 feet over there. My other pillow was 5 feet over there. Blanket, the whole blanket just poof, just in, it was, so whatever. And went back to bed and never gave it a second thought. I saw an orb one time, about the size of a basketball, materialized out of thin air. It was purple. It traced my car, not around the side, but over the front. Saw it in my rearview mirror, disappeared. They mentioned those back in WW2. They used to see them up in the fighter pilots and whatnot, and bombers. They called them Foo Fighters. F-O-O. Which is the name of the musical group, but, it's a thing. So... And there was this one time, again, I don't know if this is a dream or what, but I was in Iowa, and apparently it was old Indian territory, and I don't know if there was burial grounds around or what, but I woke up and there was this green see-through ghost, and it looked really, really scary, but I wasn't scared. And I can't describe what it looked like, but it was fuck, but I wasn't, you know what I mean? But I was in a half awake, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, dog? So I can't. So, and Teddy Papepeti has talked about ghost stories, about hearing sounds of, like soldiers and Civil War soldiers and stuff, like the sounds of horses and stuff. He's seen shadow people during fucking broad daylight. The shit's fucking real. I don't know. Well, I think he did see an orb. It was him and another soldier were on watch or something. But I don't think it was an orb. It was like a fog. So, something's up, folks. Oh yeah, and the UFO things, the ones that across the sky. And just a couple months ago, I did an audio presentation. I'm like, this shit, that's the same shit. It was the same exact shit. It looked the same. It behaved the same. I was gonna pull over and film it. It's boom, then the one, and then they're all in a straight line, and then they faded out. What the fuck? In a long time, it's boring, right? It's not like, ooh, it wasn't beamed up, in a beam of light or whatever. But I remember I was outside drinking a beer. I wasn't drunk. I was just drinking a beer. Standing out there, just enjoying the fresh air. Just happy as a motherfucker. Life is good, bro. Look up in the sky, la di da da da. I fucking hate everybody. Hey, what the hell's that? And it just got, brighter and brighter and brighter, and then all the way across the sky, 90 degrees, disappeared. And then the same thing happened again. So you tell me. Is it some sort of government craft? Maybe. But, see, I'm not one of these people who, has seen Bigfoot because I want to see Bigfoot. If I see Bigfoot, I either saw Bigfoot or a guy in a gorilla costume. So, I mean, it is what it is. And I've had weird dreams. Like, I remember I had a dream where I was watching myself sleep. And I was actually standing in the corner where the shadow people were. But it was just me. I wasn't floating over my body or anything. I've had several nightmares where I woke myself up. I could hear myself breathing, cold sweat. And I would slowly wake up, because I would, hear myself having this nightmare. And then I would wake up and I wouldn't remember a fucking thing. Not a thing. That's happened 3 or 4 times in my life. Anyway, shit, that's probably the 4th or 5th time I've ran through those series of things that have happened in my life. So, I can't explain them. They happened. So, and the thing that I will not share is, like I said, when I thought I was going crazy. Because I don't feel like it. Examples? Anything? A hint? No. So, like I said, not to sound arrogant, but I'm kind of untouchable. You we good. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Guess that's all I got to say, baby. Stay tuned. Same bat time. Same bat channel. Or something like that. I used to catch that show every now and then because I used to watch all them reruns. Yeah. I've already said it. I'm not going to say it again. Shucky shuck yuckums. Hey, Bundle Baby, you ever seen the movie The Craft? I think I shouted that out once. It's an old movie. You fucking wretched witch. You. I used to have such a crush on Robin Tunney, whatever. Ooh, she's all old and shit now. But